Hey guys, this is your girl Victoria back to you with another review of Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 8, called Family and Friends and Feelings. Oh my. And it's really oh my because all these all these relationships, all these couples got some issues. So we start off with Rachel and Jose. They go plant shopping because all the couples are getting ready for their housewarming that's coming up. So Jose has like a plan in his head how everything's gonna go and what he wants and how he wants everything to turn about the plans that he wants for the whole housewarming shindig. And Rachel's trying to suggest some different plans and cilantro and all this other type of stuff and everything she's suggesting for the most part he's turning it down. And in the confessional, Rachel's saying that he's the master in the kitchen, so she's okay with him doing the plants and stuff because she can't take care of plants anyway. And she tells Jose that I guess someone got her a succulent, and I guess those are easy plants to take care of, and it died. So that shows how bad she is. In my head, I'm just like, you said he's the master in the kitchen, so does that mean you can't cook or what? What is this? She takes trips and stuff, so maybe she's just so used to eating out that she don't really cook like that, which is okay, I guess. But when push comes to shove, I mean, can you make yourself a grilled cheese, scrambled eggs, peanut butter jelly sandwich? I don't know. But we move on to Zach. He's meeting up with his friend Jerome to talk. Well, Jerome goes to his house in the apartment. And he tells him about the whole situation with Michaela turning into Hurricane K the night before and the talk with Pastor Cal. And I guess that morning, Michaela texted him that the housewarming party is off, her friends aren't coming, and he doesn't say, but for the most part, Michaela's dramatic, and he just doesn't like that because he's dealt with that in the past, and he's not trying to deal with that right now in his own marriage. So his friend Jerome tells him to just be patient, and marriage is not a fairy tale because Zach is in his head probably like it's a fairy tale, but it's not a fairy tale. There's work that you have to put into it. So just be patient. Hopefully things will get better. But Zach is like very adamant on like he's not going to be dealing with no loud and boisterous person. That's just not what's going to happen. And I'm just like, Zach, you kind of acting like a Johnny right now, where one flaw happens and you just out. Like I said, I understand there's red flags. I get it. Yes, there's sometimes it could be red flags. But at the same time, you and Johnny both said you guys are the type of people where when you see a red flag, you're usually out. Zach said he's picky. Johnny also is picky since he's been on 100 first dates. So I'm taking what they're saying with a grain of salt. Yes, I can see the red flags and what they're trying to say, but at the same time, does that mean every time some little thing happens, you just out the door? That's why you ain't never gonna find nobody. You and Johnny. We're gonna get to Johnny a little bit, but like I said, I can see the red flag. Cause Michaela crazy. She crazy. But to just be acting the way that Zach is acting, like you acting like a Brad right now. And Brad's a person with high anxiety. And to me, I'm just like, she need to chill out. Zach, you need to calm down a little bit. Johnny definitely need to calm down. Johnny. Okay. So we move on to Mila and Jill. They talk finance. They're talking about how much they each spend and different stuff like that. I guess Gil spends 150 on groceries for 3 weeks. Mila, she calculated it. She spent like 350 every month. And Jill's like, 350? Listen, Jill, I know you want a budget and everything. But at the same time, I'm just like, 350 a month is not that bad. It's not that bad. Honestly, I think it's because Jill has a budget. That's why it's just like, dang, that's 350. But we gotta think about what she makes. Okay, Jill? You think about what you make as a salary, excuse me, and that's not gonna work with your salary a month. We get it. But with her salary a month, it works. And I never thought I would say that. Speaking about Maryland, but in my head, I'm like, yeah, that sounds about what, me and my husband spend a month for the two of us. And I get it, she's one person. So it may seem excessive, but maybe it's just the stuff she buys is expensive. I told you she'd be going to the Whole Foods. She don't be going to Walmart for groceries, okay? She don't be going to Publix for groceries. Okay, she probably don't even go to Trader Joe's for groceries. Maybe if she want a discount for a sale, she'll go to Trader Joe's. She's shopping at Whole Foods or all the other. She's not even shopping at Target. We know she's shopping at the high end grocery stores. Why? Probably so it can make her look good. I feel like some people, not all, but some people who have money like to shop at expensive stuff just to look like they're expensive, just to prove that, oh, I got money. Because we have people like Jose, we're going to get to him, who have the money probably, but just frugal, frugal AF, that they got to show their whiteboard to every damn body and their mama. We'll get to Jose though. We'll get to Jose. So they talk about the finances, and I guess they look at each other's savings and bank accounts and whatnot. And she says, because he acts like, "Oh, you must be having swiping your credit card left and right," and she's like, she uses her credit card, but she pays it off every month, so she got no debt." And I'm just like, Mirla, why you not with Jose? Because you have the same issue with Rachel, kind of like you guys like to spend money and stuff and go on trips. But at the end of the day, you have the funds for it. I don't feel like Rachel does really, because she be spending her credit card to be going to Europe. And I'm going to keep bringing that up probably every episode. But I digress. Mirla should be with Jose because they both have the money, they both have the funds, they both have savings and all that. And Jose is frugal, and Mirla likes to spend money, and she's not changing for nobody. But at least they could have probably both have their own bank accounts and just be perfect for each other, and that's that. So, but then again, I think Jose too small for Mirla, and Mirla probably would have been like, oh no, that's a deal breaker. So, I mean, I guess we're gonna let the experts do what they do. But anywho, Gil shows her his savings. I guess most of his savings is in Colombia. Okay, fine, whatever. And Mirla's just looking at his savings in the Americas, and she's just like, "Oh, it looks like it's gonna be a while until they get a home." And I'm just like, "Until you guys get a home, Mirla, or the home that you want?" And then later on, we're gonna find out it is because of the home she wants. The funds that Gil be having, it can't work out. And in my head, I'm like, this whole relationship and marriage ain't gonna work out because she's so fixated on the money issues and stuff. I feel like Gil is willing to work around the money issues as long as Mirla shows him some affection. But I feel like Mirla don't want to show him no affection until they can work around the money issues. Meaning Gil need a cough of that dough or something and find another form of income to help her have more security, even though she already got enough income that she could just live by herself if she wants to. But I guess we're gonna have to see what goes on with the next, what is 2 weeks, or the next 6 weeks of their relationship. We get to Brett and Ryan, and they go hang out with their friends individually. Ryan goes with one of his friends. I think his name was Fernando or something like that, to the gym. Brett goes with one of her friends to go out to eat. And Ryan said things are going easier than expected, but Brett, she has a little bit of anxiety, and she's not a traveler, so that's the main issues that he's seeing with her. But I guess he could work around that. Brett's telling her friend that everything's going well. That's really what their scenes is. There's not much else I can pull from it. I didn't write that much notes, so we're gonna move on. We get to Bao. She's meeting up with her friend. It's Huy. Why? He. Hi. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm so sorry, but she meets up with her friend at her apartment. And she's talking about when she first saw Johnny, it was just like, oh my gosh, she's thinking about, oh, he's a bro, he's a player boy, all that stuff. A tool. But after talking with him or chilling with him or whatever, she can see why they were matched. But they have tough discussions and disagreements, and she doesn't like the fact that he shuts down and talks about he needs resets. And then she even, cause I'm just like, okay, Bao got a little bass in her throat. She's saying she don't need no fucking reset herself, but she's trying to stay optimistic for the marriage and the relationship. And I guess her friend just gives her some words of advice of, understand where he's coming from, da da da. And I'm just like, Now when nigga who went on 100 first dates talking about, every little thing, he even says later on that he focuses on the negatives too much, and it's like, you becoming your daddy. You talking about you want a female that's the opposite of your mom. And that's probably what your dad thought too. And that's why he left y'all. So you being your daddy, essentially. You're turning into your father. Okay, we move on to the girls and the guys meeting up separately to see how each others are doing. Like I said, producers always like to go back and forth, so my notes are kind of conjumbled because it's like one note is about the girls talking, and the next note is about the guys talking. So Zach immediately asked them what they're gonna do for their housewarming party. They start talking about that. Then they're also talking about that on the girls' end too. Bao says they're gonna be doing an island theme since the honeymoon was on the island. Miller was just kind of like, for the most part, oh yeah, that's fake news because we was not on no island. And I'm just like, Miller, we get it. You didn't like the damn honeymoon. We get it, okay? You guys were in Key West. That's kind of like the island. You know, you're not from Florida, so you wouldn't know nothing about that because of where you was. You think you was in a senior citizen home, so that doesn't feel like the island to you. But geographically, Mirla, you was on the island. F out of here with all that. But cause F out of here with all that. I'm not no, okay. So uh Michaela was acting a little stiff because they was even asking Michaela, "Are you okay, Michaela?" She said, "Yeah, I'm okay. You know, everything's going good in our relationship. You know, he came back and she got to see him again. And then I guess in the confessional, she was talking about since they got little issues going on, she's just, you know, still trying to figure things out. So she was acting hella stiff. And, you know, we're just going to let her be. So let's see. Gil talking about he still haven't had a kiss from Merla, and I feel like we're gonna hear about this for the rest of the damn season. And Gil, we feel for you, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. You know, kiss hype in the meantime. That's your dog. You love him. He loves you. I don't even know if is it a he or a she. I don't. But your dog loves you. You love your dog. So get the kisses from him in the meantime, since Merla acting stank with her lips, both of them. But the guys give him, especially as they give them like, like, oh, I wouldn't want to be you right now, dog. But Mirla on her end talking about she taking it slow. We know Mirla because he ain't coughing up that dough. That's why you taking it slow, and that rhymed. But Brett asked if anybody fucked yet. Everybody's pretty much like, yo, no, except for Rachel. I think she says yes. How about Michaela goes like no, and then talking about, oh, that's gonna be kept private. And then when we get to the guy's side, Zach's just like, oh, Michaela's gonna be mad at me, but yeah, we fucked. In my head, I'm like, you guys admitted it on camera. I feel like she just said no because she's in a funk right now. She's not really in the mood to do this scene, but because she has a contractual agreement, she's doing the scene. But I feel like if things were going good with her and Zach, she would have probably told him, oh, yeah, we did it. So, because even in the Unfiltered, she was talking about how it became about that they did it. So, it's really just because she's in a mood right now. She's not saying nothing, talking about, I want to be private. Girl knows. Because if you was happy, you would be all, because we saw how you were for the bachelorette party and stuff. We know you were open can of beans, can of worms, and all that stuff. So, it's just, all right. You in the mood. You in the funk. So, you don't want to say nothing. All right, cool. We're gonna move past you, Michaela. I ain't gonna really talk about Michaela too much because she's in a funk, so she's not being her true authentic self that I feel like is the Michaela we saw on like the first episode, bachelorette party night. So after moving on with that, Johnny says he feels like he's dating a friend because they were asking how everyone feels with their relationships and whatnot. So I guess Johnny starts getting in a funk saying he feels like he's dating a friend and like she's attractive, but she's not his type personality wise. And Gail's just like, Bao might be what he's missing and not to think of it like that. And then I guess that's what got Zach and his feelings. And he's just like, well, what if it doesn't work out? And it's just like, y'all, what is this? Why y'all is in y'all feelings? Like, I get you married, but y'all, this is why y'all never work out. This is why y'all relationships never work out because y'all just so deep in the feelings. Like, everything has to be so damn perfect. Like, how many times do people have to tell you marriage is not perfect? Relationships alone is not perfect, let alone marriage. Like, nothing is perfect. Nobody's perfect. You ain't perfect. Listen, if I feel like if Johnny and Zach were to see someone or meet someone that was so perfect, that checked off all their boxes that Jose be talking about, and they were to say, if that person were to be like, oh, I like you, but you ain't this, you gonna be feeling some type of way. But now, okay, you know what I mean? Like, y'all not making no type of sense, no lick of sense. You harboring too much on not one little thing, because Bao don't like to take showers. Michaela's crazy, so I get it. But at the same time, it's like y'all chose to do this, so you know it was not gonna be all peachy. And you ain't perfect either, Johnny. You ain't perfect. Zach, you ain't perfect. You may look good. You look good, but you ain't perfect. So how you gonna expect somebody to be perfect, but you ain't perfect yourself? So what if the perfect person for you and your biggest flaw was a deal breaker for them? So anywho, like I said, Johnny's in a whole funk and just he doesn't know what to do. Then we get a freaking monologue from Dr. Viviana in the background talking, defending the reasonings why the experts heard Dr. Pastor Cal and Dr. Pepper choose the people and how they matched them up. I didn't put it down what she said because to me it was all BS. You trying to defend the reason why, but at the end of the day, no, y'all don't choose right because basic stuff, basic shit. I feel like I want a kid, he don't want a kid. Why the hell would you match us up together? Make it make sense. So no, I'm not trying to listen to whatever Dr. Vivian was trying to say in her little monologue of how they choose the couples to stay together. We know with even the best of couples, they're gonna have disagreements and they're gonna learn to work things through with each other. But at the end of the day, Dr. Viviana, if people be talking about what's deal breakers for them, why the hell would you match them up with people that are the deal breakers of what they said is deal breakers for them? Exactly. You don't have, she won't have an answer. So no, I'm not trying to hear nothing Dr. Viviana trying to say. You seen when Mirla asked Pastor Cal, oh, I didn't ask for this. Why did you do this? He had nothing to say and he just moved on because there's no explanation other than we just wanted to create drama for the TV show. I'm going on a tangent. I still got a whole lot of notes to discuss. So he's in the confessionals saying he thought he was ready for marriage, but maybe he's not. He cries. Uh, he said Bao's fucked because he's fucked or fucked up. As soon as he walks up and leaves, Jose's like, Johnny, no, don't go. Jose goes to talk to him like, I don't know the whole vibe, but he talked to him, gave him a very endearing hug and whatnot, and said, if you need any, probably telling him if you need anyone to talk to at any time, even if it's 2 a.m, I will be here. I feel like that's the vibe that he was telling Johnny. But Johnny crying in confessional. That's where that scene ends. We move on to Marla at the apartment. I guess Gil comes home and Miller automatically talking about, oh, Hype almost came in the room. He almost came in the room. Yeah, bitch, because there was no other person in the house. He saw you as a person. Hype seems like a friendly dog, so he's just like, oh, I'm just going to try to hang out with someone and have fun because, I never had anyone at the house before, so I'm excited. Let me just see what she's up to. Dogs be wandering every damn where. Okay? Animals, they just wander. Like, he hasn't really been in that apartment before, so he's just like, oh, I wonder what's in here. Oh, it's you. You probably got some perfume on that probably smells nice, and I don't know. Okay, dogs just wander. Okay, that's what they do. Then she talking about this slobber on the floor. He slobbered on her and stuff. He's a dog. I get it. You don't like dogs, Miller. I get it. But were you in danger? Did you die? No. You'll be fine. You'll be all right, Miller. It's okay. You'll be all right. Anyway, we move on. Gil is talking with her. She mentions that he's not gonna call his mom, so I guess he ends up calling his mom. And we get a flashback, I guess, during their wedding. His mom had a message for him. Like, why don't they show us this? They wait till to do the flashbacks to show us the nice special moments. You should have just done this so we could have already got it out the way with. But I guess his mom had a voice message for him during the wedding saying she loves him and stuff and so happy for him and all that stuff. Saying who he calls his mom. The mom says Mirla's pretty and stuff. And I guess they're taking jabs at each other while they're talking to the mom. And I guess Miller trying to get the mom on her side, saying, like, it's okay to get a pair of shoes. The mom is just laughing and just not knowing what to say and just being silent and awkward. And, it ends with Gil's mom just welcoming Mirla to the family. So Miller was happy about that. And Gil says Mirla is just extra. Mirla doesn't know what he's talking about, and I'm not gonna keep trying to explain to Mirla how extra and high maintenance she is. She knows how she is, but I guess she likes to just get under Gil's skin. I don't know. We move on to John. He's down in the dumps, and he's confused about what's wrong with him and his relationship with her. He talks with Bao in bed, and he's like, he doesn't know why he's focusing all on the negative things, and he doesn't think that he may be ready for marriage. Bao's talking about she disappointed, and she don't do nothing. She just says, I'm sorry you feel that way, and her mind is gonna be spinning all night, and I guess they're gonna just try to sleep on it. But in my head, I'm like, Bao, in my personal opinion, I'm just like, Bao, this is the time. Okay, granted, the cameras are on. Wait till the cameras leave for the night. Then that night, while he's laying down, not knowing what to do, since he's talking about, oh, you giddy, you act like a kid, showing him your grown woman side. I would think that's the time that if I was Bao, I will caress his face with my hand and be like, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure this out. Give him kiss on the cheek, give him kisses on the neck and stuff. But I know she's not really affectionate like that and whatnot, whatever. But at the end of the day, Bao's not a virgin. She fucked before. She talking about she had one night stands before. So she gonna do the do. I don't know if the guy initiated or she initiated when she had a one night stand and all the other times she had sex with somebody. But this is the time I feel like, Bao, you need to make some initiative. I know you tired of making the initiatives, but maybe your initiatives were too like, I'm just gonna give you a peck on the cheek or something. No, this is the time when you probably should just be like, put your leg over him while y'all lay down and sleep. As long as you took a shower first. So we're gonna get to the housewarming parties, okay? And we get to Jose and Rachel's housewarming first. Rachel did invite her mom and best friend. Fuck her mama, fuck her best friend, because they both stank hoes, because they were so quick to tell Jose about all of Rachel's false qualities than good qualities. So she invited them, so she heard us, even though this happened before we even watched it, but you get what I'm trying to say here. Okay. So she invites her friend, and were they together? I don't even know. I think they were together. Jose invites his stepmom and his dad. Everybody drinking Modelo. We seen Jose was getting a little bit loose, and they're talking. Rachel saying she wants to go to Europe with her husband, and I guess Jose was trying to say like, nah, it's okay, but she's like, oh, we're going to Europe whether he likes it or not. And I guess that's when Jose got a little in his feelings, saying like, no, he got all his ducks in a row. Excuse me. This nigga pulls out his freaking whiteboard. I'm like, damn, man, you gotta show everybody your whiteboard. I'm sure all of America has seen this whiteboard like 5 times already. You showed the damn experts. You showed Rachel. Then you showing the guests. And I'm pretty sure his dad and his mom. Why the dad there? The dad seems like he just being a part of just to be the part of. No. He don't want to be a part of this. I feel like the dad's just like, why am I here? The stepmom I want to be a part of this. The stepmom is loving this shit. So she wants to be a part of it. She's like, babe, let's go. So the dad's just like, all right, whatever. You want to go? I'm going to go to try to support, because it's going to be weird if you go as a stepmom and I ain't showing up. So that's why the dad's showing up. But the dad don't want to be there. He just looked like, man, is this free Modelo? Okay, okay. I'm just here for the free charcuterie board, the free Modelo. That's it. And then I'm going to go home, fuck my wife, and watch WWE. So he pulled out the whiteboard, showing them that. I guess even Rachel's friend was like, oh wow, like he's very structured and stuff. Like, yes, what else is new? They split up. It's Rachel, the female friend, and the stepmama. They go to the room, and stepmama just telling her like, don't let him take all of your control. And she's like, I'm not, he's just controlling, da, 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 da. So the stepmama's just like, okay, yeah, don't let him do that, because he's just too much and all that stuff. And we all know this. This is nothing new. I feel like I'm tired talking about the same thing every week. This is episode 8, for goodness sakes. Jose, while I do understand, unpopular opinion, while I do get Jose and what he's trying to do, he's just excessive with it. I get it. You saved up. You don't want to be splurging and stuff. But what is your savings for? I get it, for a rainy day and stuff. And you talking about, oh, we could go to Las Vegas and New York. Okay, maybe we could do that this year because y'all barely know each other. But eventually, when things starts happening, and if you guys were to stay after the 2 months, and obviously you're gonna have to take bigger trips. Okay, you can't, as cliche as it sounds, you can't dim her light because you so focused on saving money. You know she works too. You know she got a salary too. She'll make the best decisions talking about she'd rather go on a trip than fix her damn car. But at the end of the day, she makes money enough to pay her bills, I'm sure, because if she didn't have enough to pay her bills, she wouldn't have her own apartment. So she got her own place, so at least she can pay her bills. She just don't got no savings. So you can help her tweak that. Instead of doing trips every damn month, she could save to do a big trip every year. Compromise, hello. But that's really the problem. It's a big problem, but I'm tired of talking about it. So we move on to Bao and Johnny's housewarming party. Bao's friend gives Johnny a sex book on how to make a woman come. He talking about what's the fruit on top of the book. I don't know why they blurred it out because we can clearly see the damn papaya on the front of the damn book. And I'm just like, dude, it's a papaya. You don't know what a papaya is? I guess he don't. And I'm just like, all right, Johnny. He thought it was a weird gift, but I'm just like, this is the housewarming. Usually for weddings and housewarming, people give, I guess, inappropriate gifts. You a grown ass man, Johnny. Like, you be talking on what is it? You told the experts and and he said on Unfiltered you like your ass slapped. How many freaking previews we had to see you saying you like your ass slapped? I get it. You like vanilla sex. You like vanilla sex. We get it. But does vanilla sex not include eating out? I don't know. I don't do vanilla sex. I don't know. But let me know. Does vanilla sex mean you can't eat your girl out? Is that too exploring for you? Because you talking about you would want to watch Bao and Conan O'Brien have sex. So maybe you just want to watch Conan O'Brien give Bao head, but not you. Okay, whatever. So Bao talks with the girls. Johnny goes talks with the guys outside. Bao says she's in the relationship 100%, but feels that Johnny's only 90% in. And Johnny said he wants to get closer and intimate to Bao, but it's just they just gotta work through some things. And until he gets close and intimate with Bao, he thinks he can't fall in love with her. So he's just waiting for that to happen before he falls in love with her. Whatever. Johnny, you become your daddy. That's all it is. We get to Michaela and Zach and their housewarming party. And I guess Michaela had a change of heart. She said she had a change of heart. She wanted to cancel it, but then she was just like, why not just have it anyway and move forward? No, I don't think that's what it is. She had a change of heart. The producers told her, you're going to have this damn housewarming party. Okay, we already wasted too much time with Zach having COVID and you being back in Houston that we couldn't really film y'all to. You're going to have this damn housewarming party. That's really what it is. Tell me if I'm wrong. Anywho, so Michaela's two friends come over. Zach's friend comes over. And Michaela said when she's talking with her friends that she's strong, but this shit is hard. This marriage thing is hard. And they're just like, okay, but you're a strong woman. You could get through it. They, oh my God. These are the type of friends I guess everybody needs because they're going to see nothing wrong with what you do and always going to hype you up for everything because they talk about, oh, I wouldn't see no one else doing this but you. You're so strong. All right, whatever. So Zach in his confessional talking about Michaela could get things Michaela can get over things quickly, but he can't. We're going to see that conversation later on. So he goes, pulls her friends to the side. She goes talk with his friends to the side. And he told her friends about what happened. And he doesn't know how she is. But of course, the friends are just like, that's just a one-time thing. And, once she gets to know him and trust him, because she don't know you yet. But once she gets to know you and trust you, then things will get better. And I'm just like, lies. We see previews. This is not the first time. You setting up Zach for failure. That's what it is. Nobody else gonna get Michaela, so you're trying to keep Zach in the picture because like Zach, we don't need her out by herself no more. But then again, she got a sneaky link back in her side of the town, so she ain't got no issues in that department. Because from what I hear from what some people say, I don't know, but from what some people say, crazy puss is great puss. I don't know, but they lying to Zach, trying to make him stay with Michaela. And on the other end, Michaela's talking to Zach's friend Jerome, I believe, on the balcony, and saying that they could work on their communication and whatnot. And Jerome's just telling Michaela, like, you just gotta talk to him calm. You can't be bursting out on him, because that's not the way he handles situation. That's not he's not gonna get a good reaction from. You're not gonna get a good reaction from him in that sort of sense. You got to talk to him calmly, and things will get better. So I guess we go back to Zach and Michaela's friends, and he's just like he doesn't know what he's gonna do. But I guess, like I said, the friends are just trying to keep him with Michaela. Said she's a good person and da 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 da, and you'll see. Yeah, okay, we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna see. Hurricane Michaela, category 6. Ain't no 5 over here, bitch. She probably just was 2-3 last week. With that whole get out, she gonna be a 6. All right. We'll move on to Brett and Ryan's housewarming party. Brett's headlights are out and just they ready for the housewarming party too. They was at attendance for the whole housewarming party. Headlights, they're just poking out, ready to point right at Ryan. Why? I don't know. But they just point right at Ryan saying, listen, maybe after this housewarming party, if you could just give me a little flick, something could happen. I don't know. But Ryan's people come over, Brett's people come over, they play games and whatnot. Ryan's talking with one of Brett's friends, Brett's talking with her friend and Ryan's friend. Ryan said everything's going well. They have to stop themselves because they talk so much, and I'm just like, no, you guys don't. Brett be the one that be talking. You the one who be just be sitting there just like, oh yeah, wow, that's crazy, and just be sarcastically funny. Like sometimes I do chuckle from stuff that Ryan says, but for the most part, Brett be the one talking. You just be laying there listening like, yeah, I wonder when we're gonna fuck now. I wonder when we're gonna fuck. So okay, but maybe behind closed doors, post camera, you guys talk. I don't know. We don't know. So Brett says stuff about wanting to be friends with Ryan first and then grow from there, because I guess his friend mentioned something like it's good to be friends first. That's where their scene ends. We move on to Mirla and Gil's housewarming party, and Gil asks if she's excited. She's like, no, because she's an introvert. And when the friends come over, it's two of Gil's friends, two of Mirla's friends, each a boy and a girl. And I guess, I don't know if the female friend was Gil's female friend was trying to instigate anything, but he just like goes into talking about her closet's ridiculous. I'll give Mirla that. For the most part, she's private, I guess, so she's not gonna say nothing about Jill that she don't like. She'll say in the confessionals for the most part, but in front of the friends, she don't really be saying nothing. But Gil be so quick to be like, oh yeah, you should see her closet, bro. You should see her finances and stuff and what she be spending and stuff like that. And, she don't want to kiss me, man. She don't want to compromise for me. And it's like, I mean, she makes a lot of money. She ain't gonna share with you, which is the part where I'm like, okay, you might have to compromise a little bit, but at the same time, it's like she makes a lot of money. Because even he said they're not in the same tax bracket, and I'm like, oh yeah, we knew that. I've been knew that. I could have told you that. You a firefighter? No, firefighters can't make money, but not like Mirla money. I guarantee you, Mirla makes 6 figures. 6 figures, easy 6 figures, 100,000 at least. Okay, we know Mirla making some money. Gil, I don't know, bro. I'm sorry. Like I said, you just not here, and you talking about Mirla is making me like, Gil, I liked you. I still like you, Gil, but you talking a little too much. And the whole time her friend, Mirla's friend, giving a stank look, the female friend, Mila's female friend, she just looking like, it's not gonna work out type of look. And I'm like, you right. But I didn't like that whole little attitude she's giving and asking these questions like she's trying to prove like it's not gonna work out. Like, shut up. And the other female friends was like, well, she doesn't want to kiss you. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Like, I feel like she was trying to get on Mirla's good side. You know what it is? His friend, the female friend that was on Mirla's side a little bit, I feel like she was probably like, oh, I know she got money. Let me try to be her friend so we could go on good brunch dates and stuff. I need a good brunch date. Is that what it was, girl? I don't know what her name is, but was that what it was? You trying to get on Mila's good side to be a part of the bougie crew? Oh, that's okay. You don't, that's how she feels and stuff. I'm like, no, because I bet you if it was, it's not about she moves slowly. I think all of that is BS in my personal opinion. I think it's just he don't got the funds to make her pussy wet. As vulgar as that is, that's what it is. I guarantee you, if he made 100,000 at least, and kind of was like, oh yeah, I'll spend money on Gucci shades and stuff like that. Even though in the confessional he talking about he got Prada and stuff like that, it's just like, do you really? You might be just saying that to us, but do you really? But he don't be spending it like that. He probably buys that on rare occasions, and he probably got that at a discount. Whereas Miller's just like, no, I'll buy it at full price. I don't care. But I bet you, if Gil was the type of person that made at least 100K and was not, excuse me, and was not conservative, and was not a Republican, and spent money like she did, her pussy would be wet, and she probably would have kissed them by the second or third night. I guarantee. It's because of all those things stacked up against him, not the fact that he's bald and don't got no beard and stuff. It's because he ain't making with the money she making, and he ain't spending the money the way she's spending it. And he got a dog. That too. And he kisses the dogs on the lips. And so Gil goes talks with Devon, her friend, and he's just like, she's hesitant, and it takes her a while, and then all the 18 years that he done know her, 2 decades, practically 2 decades, he never seen her do PDA and all this stuff, and I'm just like, you a damn lie. You just probably telling Gil all this damn stuff because you want them not to work out, because you probably just wanted to be with her since 18 years ago when y'all first met. What is this, 18 years? Is she 35? She in her 30s. 18 years ago. Since high school, nigga. You been trying to get with her since high school. He didn't say that, but that's what I'm in my head. I'm just like, you trying to get with her something? Because I felt low key, her friend probably just like, he's the friend's own friend. But if she gave him some interest, I'm pretty sure he would pounce on that quick. He like, I'll get you all the macaroons you want, baby. Like, I feel like he's a type of person. So yeah. So Gil, it's not looking good for you, bro. But anywho, Miller talking with Gil's friend, not the female friend, but the guy friend. I don't know what his name is, sorry. But she's just like, she likes the way she does things. She's money driven. Gil is not. That's sort of kind of a problem. She wants to buy a home, but with the way Gil's money is looking like, the way his money stacked up, the way his savings stacked up in the US of the A, not in Colombia, she can't get the house she wants because she likes certain things, and it's a deal breaker if she can't get those certain things. And the friend's just looking like, this is crazy, man. But that's at this point, this is episode 8, right? At this point, as much as I hate to admit it, Mila's right. If that's the way she is and that's a deal breaker, that'll be a deal breaker for me too. Like I said, me and Marilyn will never be friends, but I can't not respect her for being so strong on her opinion. At the end of the day, I'm just like, why are you here? You don't need to be here, Marilyn. You really don't. But that's your opinion. That's what you want to do. That's where you stand. And hey, you're a woman of certain likings and stuff. You don't need to be on this show. You should pack your bags and leave now. You're gonna stick it out, I guess, because you signed a contractual agreement, so you kind of got to do this. But me and the friend that be looking steak is just like, she looking steak like, I know you don't like this, but I'm looking at Mirla like, I don't know why you're here. So, Mirla, at the end of the day, you don't need to be here, dog. It's a deal breaker. Bye. And that's why I go back on the experts like, you knew this. Why did you do this? Trying to give us some stupid explanation of the fence, which is very incorrect, which is very wrong. And I can't talk more about them because they irked the hell out of me, and we got two more other scenes to get through. So we get to Johnny and Bao. They're laying in bed. Johnny's talking about he had a good day. Bao said, she's glad that they had a successful housewarming party despite the problems that they had, and she respects him and proud of him and da 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 da. He's just like, I'm very glad that you said that and stuff, and they're always gonna have waves and whatever. Well, he said they can get through anything. She's talking about waves, and he's like, why you gotta go there? But she's just like, waves are good and they're beautiful. So he laughs. They kiss and make up. Okay, at the end of the day, they kiss and make up, and I'm just like, look like y'all gonna be back to not being in good graces next week anyway. From the previews I done saw, Bao gonna cuss again. So we get to Zach and Michaela, and Michaela apologizes for the way she reacted. Zach keeps questioning her. he's like, oh, sorry for what? What are you apologizing for? Like, just questioning her. And more of the story, Zach don't believe her. That one blow up got him all fucked up. He can't eat. He can't sleep. He don't even want to stay in that apartment with her tonight because he got so much anxiety, so much more anxiety than he had the night of the wedding, the day of the wedding. So she got him all crazy now because he fearful of his damn life. I told you, Michaela was gonna murder him. Pastor Cal came at the right time. Producers probably texted Pastor Cal saying, "Listen, we're gonna need you up here ASAP. You need to, cut off your discussion with whichever couple you're with right now. You need to come to Michaela and Zach's apartment because Michaela finna murder Zach. She don't care that the cameras are here documenting her every move. She gonna murder Zach. So you need to come here ASAP." And that's why Pastor Cal came when he did. Tell me I'm lying. Anywho, but so Zach, he doesn't want to stay in the apartment. Michaela's just like, she crying and shit and talking about how long it's gonna take until things are okay. Zach don't know. And she's just like, I feel like in her mind, she's like, so this one little thing is going to cause such a disrupt in our marriage. She's like, it's so early though. She crying and shit. And he's just like, I can't do this. I just I don't feel comfortable. He stutters when he's nervous. I just don't feel comfortable, and I don't want to be here. I'm having so much anxiety just being here right now. It's just difficult for me. I can't do this. I don't know how you're gonna be. I'm just from that night is, you can't do that. You can't say you're going to not have. We talk with Pastor Cal, and then the next day we telling me the housewarming is off. That's literally how Zach be talking, from what they show us anyway. But Michaela and her feelings, Zach is in his feelings. I guess he's scared. That's what it is. He's scared for his life because he feel like he probably wants to sleep with two eyes open as opposed to two eyes closed because Michaela crazy as hell. We seen the Clorox. They keep showing that damn commercial. In the not even the previous, but in the commercial of Michaela. I'm pretty sure there's memes of her around with a damn Clorox box, brutalizing the Clorox box. As everybody else said in their reviews, what did the Clorox box do to you? I feel bad for the Clorox box. We need to set a GoFundMe for the Clorox box. But anywho, Michaela goes to the room close to the door. Zach leaves the apartment. That's where it ends. We're gonna see what happens next week. I'm tired of talking about the same things. Here's what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need Michaela and Zach. I mean, you guys are already gonna bring the drama, so I mean, that's nothing new. Jose and Rachel, can we talk about something other than finances? Can we at least compromise or something? Can we argue about something else? Johnny and Bao, can we just take a shower? Johnny, can you Just fuck the girl. Oh, I mean, actually, hold up. It seems like they do fuck. It seems like the next episode, before they get into the little riffraff from what we see in the previews, it seems like they did have a good night. She said, "We are very happy." And I'm going to take that they fucked. So we're going to probably see that next week. So, all right, cool with them. Gil, Merla. Gil, just buy Merla one gift. Here's the thing. She responds to gifts. Not no damn macaroons. Get her, I don't know, something expensive. Get her a Tiffany and Co bracelet. She'll probably give you a kiss. Okay. Who I miss? Brad and Ryan. Brad, give Ryan a lap dance or something. So it could be something worth talking about for your scenes. Is that it? I think so. If I missed a couple, oh well. But I think I talked about everything. Anywho, that's it. We're going to see what happens next week. Thank you guys for watching. And a goodbye.